today. It's been a while. Yeah, hello. Yeah, so it's been about I don't know, 4 months since the last video, and I've done one of the 5 short stories that I'm planning on writing. It's released on Amazon just as a ebook. So I did call it the Pixie and the Stump. I like it. I thought it was good. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. It's on for 99 cents, or the minimal amount that you can put it on Amazon, because it's just a short story. It's about 19 pages. Can't remember how many words it was. Up around 5,000, I think. It's just a short story. Yeah, but that's a good little story about Adari's family. A little bit of backstory on that, which is the sort of had about Daria's family till the end of Elena, I suppose, briefly, very briefly. Yeah, so that was good. It was good to get some writing done, to be honest. I thought of the idea and what I was going to do, obviously, and I've been thinking about it for a while. And yeah, you just sit down and write it. That's how it comes out. And then you edit it, maybe go through it a couple of times, then chuck it on. So I'll be doing the other 4. Well, hopefully it'll take a bit quicker than the 4 or 5 months that I took to make this one. Definitely. Yeah, so the next one I think I'll be working on. There is one with Hawk and snowfields, which I'm pretty eager to write. Going to have a lot of stuff in it. more about, like, before you read Elanima, you've got a bit of a back story of how Elanima operates as a manor college and what wielders have to do when they study there, as opposed to Paramount. The only thing is that so I've got the snowfields, which is this story that Hawk and John out in the snowfields with a party. Sorry. Then I've got an escort service one with Alex and how the healing teacher got her aura stone. What else is there? There's the story about Reese and Zane. How Reese is recovering from his ordeal. I'm not sure how long that one will be. I might leave that one till later, because I might add something to that. I'm just not sure yet if I should. Just thinking about that one. What was the other one? We got Pixie, got the snowfields, got the escort service, we got Zane and Reese. Big hole. Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank here. Pixie, snowfields, escort service, Zane. Ah, the one straight after Red Wind, which is the story of how Alex frees Lindros. Yeah, sorry, I can't believe I forgot that one. Yeah, so protected by the first key bearer, sort of blocking the way into their dungeon, so they can't get past it. So it's good that they can go out into the world, because otherwise they wouldn't be getting any experience really fighting the Lord, except for a couple of Mormon that are before the first key bearer in the passageway to it. So, yeah, that'll be good. I mean, we don't really, even though we go to Alanoma, it's more like a rescue mission type thing, and straight to the dungeon to fight the Darmogon, the Ice Lord, who's trying to keep him away from attacking Redwind, because he can get out now. Yeah, so it'll be good to see what happens out there. And there's a character travelling the snowfields on a quest or directive or task or whatever it is I'm going to call it, from the Inquisitor, the Lannimer Inquisitor. Yeah, so that'll be a good story, but otherwise all the other stories are based around Redwind, so I wasn't sure if I was going to write the Snowfields one next, because in case I want to just break up writing in Redwind. Think about it, because I do want to write it, but then I'll have to go back and write 3 Redwind type stories. I've just got to write something. Yeah, I like to sit down and write them in sort of one go. So let's think about it. Yeah, so it'll be the Linros short story, which is immediate after Alex's after he's in the dungeon attempt where he saves Reese. On his way out of that, like the Redwind, it's after that happens. Alex doesn't talk about freeing Linros, but that's what the agreement was. there's probably the recent zone story. It depends how many sort of visits I want to do with that. I might need at least 2 visits by zone to maybe see how Reese is, as you would, after the thing, and Zane maybe overhearing some stuff with the actual guild, the actual wielders in the guild rather than the acolytes in the guild. And then there's Alex with the escort service. He needs to do that before the start of Galanama. But Pixie needs to happen too. Somewhere amongst that. I mean, there's no specific sort of time or it. It's just, what sort of makes sense. And the snowfields, again, it doesn't really matter. As long as it happens before the Alanima story. And Hawk, because there's like a point system, like a leaderboard and all that sort of stuff with how they work with Alanima. They've got this whoever's the highest on that table leads the party type thing. And that sort of is the reason why Hawk will be the person in charge of the party, like the fleeing Alanima people to Redmond, because she'll be the highest ranked wielder from the activities at Alanima. Saying a lot because I'm just not thinking very well at the moment. Yeah, so that's the plan. As soon as I get these short stories done, I'm going to continue on with Highton. to the Pink Moon main story. And yeah, more of Alex's progression. It'll start getting interesting soon, with like you know, how his character's going to progress. What I've got planned after the Pink Moon series, Jesus, which is obviously years away. It's either I'm going to just leave it at the Pink Moon series, how that ends. I want to do something that's going to be quite challenging. And if I've written all the books in the Pink Moon series, then you know, hopefully by then my writing will be a lot better, and I'll be able to do this easier. And that's writing 2 realms of the series as it branches. It'll branch into the White Moon series, and alongside that there'll be the Red Moon series happening kind of together, with the things in the White Moon do the Blue Moon series, or the Eternal Moon series, and that'll be the end. Once the Eternal Moon's story's done, that's the end of the whole thing. That's where I originally planned to leave it. The only thing that I might do after the Eternal Moon, this is years, it's like decades, yeah. The only thing I might do is the Woven Tales. And you know, the stories of the Eternal Moon when before the moon went ballistic about shit, and the corruption and the tyrant, the first tyrant, and all that, and the Wielded Wars, and the Smith and the Wielded War also. Those stories are all in the 7 Wyvern Tale books. Which would be good to do. It'd be like the ultimate pinnacle, you know, of society and the mana power, and them living with that level of mana power for years. It'd be cool. Yeah, epic battles and all of that. Back she gets. Yeah. That's the plan, I suppose. Overall, that's the plan. Is it achievable? We'll see. And to do all that now, what am I? 44. I've only written 2 books. We're talking about the Pink Moon series is 8, with 5 short stories between each of those, which is what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 30. 30 short stories, 8 full books that are going to get bigger because there's more things. Although when I get to Astoria, it is going to be a bit different because it's just going to be, again, Astoria. Like, you won't get any story of what's happening outside of Restoria. And there's a specific reason for that, and that's because we're following Alex's main story, and he's trapped in Restoria, and they've got a time problem happening, like how in like the Arya's in the Red Moon realm, and time goes quicker. I suppose to the people in the White Moon realm. So the White Moon realm, years can pass, and it might only be a week or 2 weeks in the Red Moon realm, and the same with the blue. It's how they're gaining more time to meet the problem. So Alex will be trapped in that sort of time dilation type thing, where he's and the whole town is stuck. But the rest of the world around them is going quick. So it's sort of the other way, in a sense. But yeah, that's the only one that'll sort of be different. The other ones will be back on track with different people in different cities doing things, and they've got story progression as well that happens. So those books will be larger. I don't want to leave it all down to short stories with characters leveling up and having their own. I still want a main story. You're able to see that other characters are progressing too, and it'll be really sort of a big jump once Restoria is finished, and you see as Alex sees as his friends and the rest of the world have powered up and have been gaining mana power in his absence. To sort of help with the fact that Alex is much more powerful than everyone else. So you sort of, it's sort of like when you're playing a game. Let's say you're playing a MMO or something like that, and life happens, and you don't get to log on and just do your daily sort of things and pick up little power-ups and stuff, and then other people might find events get released and new items and people power up, and all of a sudden you were on top of the leaderboard easily, and then because of all the things you missed out on, you're not, and you got to sort of deal with that, and you got to try and somehow catch up. It's sort of like that in a way. It might not be as severe as all that, but it'll be yeah. I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it. But he's still got the same things that he needs to do. He still needs to go into the dungeons and complete his pilgrimage and gain the items from the pedestals that the sorceresses put in the dungeons for him to find, and do the the events like the World Tree and all that he needs to do to complete his pilgrimage, and then find out what this pilgrimage is for, and how it all ends up. But he's gonna have a lot of things come to light about himself and about the Dharma Van, and is he actually working for good of people or not? And that'll be his challenge, I suppose. And how other people, if Alex, the decisions Alex makes, other people might not know why he's doing that, and it might look that he's turned bad, evil, or whatever, because he might not follow the way the world is now, and not that he'll go and just but he might be working towards another goal that the wielders think will be against the wielders, what they want, so therefore he's an enemy. And so there's a bit of progressing for him in what he's going to be doing, and that's his story in the Pink Moon series. Anyway, yeah, it was good to chat. There's a lot of umming and ahhing in this, so I don't know. I'll have to watch it and see if it's worthy enough to put on. Maybe I'll speak again when I can think a bit clearer and I'm not as wishy-washy about stuff. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.